That isn't a concept that is entirely new to us. Unity has been evident in our history. We are one people. Whether we are of Kalinago or African heritage, we are one Dominica. A few years ago, during the independence celebration, before I joined the Carifuna Cultural Group, I witnessed a traditional performance done by that group. And some young individuals mimicked them as if our culture were a joke. That was a very hurtful moment for me as a young individual of Kalinago descent. So this is why I would like to use the opportunity to remind the youth the importance of being culturally sensitive. Ever since, I have become a member of that cultural group with a dedicated mission to changing the mindset of our youth by being a role model. We have become comfortable and experts at separating ourselves from each other and tearing each other down, perpetuating racism amongst ourselves. As the youth, let us be different and exercise tolerance and respect as we lift our beautiful island higher. We can see the negative impact of working against each other, but do we truly know the power of what we can create when we stand as one? Independence is a time to remember our rich history as a people. It has been our collective effort that has led us to establish independence as a nation. The Kalinago, the Africans, and the Europeans have been very influential and spun the wheel behind the creation of our vibrant, unique Creole culture that cannot be experienced anywhere else in the world. It is our united effort that has led to our survival as a people. For centuries, we, the Kalinago, stood as one with the escaped slaves to resist the efforts of the invading colonists and shared our knowledge about the environment and the useful flora and fauna. We were able to help each other because unity has always defined who we are. Being our brother's keeper is bred into our very souls. So you are not just Kalinago and just that. You are not African and just that. Dominica, you are a melting pot, the best of cultures intertwined. Kalinago, African, European, you are Dominican, and that is who we are as a people. Often, we believe that diversity is the enemy of unity, but no. In fact, we can achieve greater unity if we foster an atmosphere of inclusion and respect for diversity. In diversity, different individuals have different strengths. Unity utilizes the strengths of everyone while eliminating their weaknesses. We must remember that it is the unique attributes of individuals that shape our community and make us one Dominica. Our diversity is what makes our potential, when united, greater. It is our differences that make us a functional society. Like no finger of a palm is the same, and each has its own use, but they come together to execute a purpose flawlessly. Lastly, differences, whether great or small, are a natural part of the flow of life. We are an evolving ecosystem. Though we may be molded with altered perspectives and values, like any ecosystem, we are just as dependent on each other for our survival and prosperity as a nation. If we are fighting amongst ourselves, that means we are distracted from the true issues that affect us. Today, we face many adversities. The threat of climate change, gang violence, drugs, and child abuse, to name a few in our society. As the youth, we have long been told that we are the future, but we are so much more. We are the present. Let us stand together bravely to see the changes we want brought about. When chaos or conflict arises in life, let us see it as an opportunity to reclaim our strength as a people with a common vision by doing the right thing and not necessarily doing things the right way. Too many times, we are bound by laws and rules that are arcane and no longer serve the common purpose of unification and progress. As individuals and as a nation, we need to stand back, look within ourselves, look at every situation from a different perspective, and do a genuine introspection of our approaches to our personal and communal development, and by extension, national development. Let us rediscover our original unity and take responsibility in seeing through our vision as Dominicans to create a more authentic future and restore a balanced and harmonious Dominica with and for one another. To the students today, I wish you the best of luck in your demonstrations that you have worked so hard on. I thank you all for this wondrous opportunity of a lifetime in addressing you at the 44th National Youth Rally. I thank the organizers and Ms. Ashma McDougall, President of the National Youth Council of Dominica, for nominating me as a youth speaker today. I hope this speech will leave a lasting impression on those who have cared to listen. Let us grasp the hands of those who came before us and the hands of those who will come after us, because only as a united people can we move forward as one Dominica, one people with one vision. Ayahora, I thank you.
And that was the youth speaker, Miss Hadicia Burton, the reigning Miss Kalinago 2022, as well as she copped an award during the Youth Awards.
Yes, so she would have received the Outstanding Youth in Indigenous Culture and Preservation, and she continues to really live up to this award as she continues to preserve the Kalinago culture. We saw her with her
welcome the St. Luke's Boys
Kalinago
Choir
crown, and